Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for that video I started doing the intro, but then for whatever reason I just stopped and never went back to it, so never mind that. For this video I'm going to do that makeup look. I want y'all to tell me if y'all like it or not, and then because I liked it, I really liked it. I thought it was something different, but y'all gotta tell me if y'all like it. So yeah, that's it. Get into it, and hope y'all enjoy the video.
Bye.
So first off, I'm gonna prime with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I just use my fingers to rub it all in, of course. Next, I took my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Light, and I did just kind of go against the hairs, and then I went in the same direction as the hairs just to get a little bit of the concealer underneath the hair because I didn't want it to just sit on it. So then I took a Q-tip and kind of cleaned it up. And that way I could start shaping it. Next, I took a spoolie that I stole from my sister. I don't care. Just brushed it. Now I'm taking my Black Radiance HD True Complexion concealer, and I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush just to apply it underneath and start shaping the brows on the lids. And the lids, you know, add some concealer on the lids. Next, I took my JH08 brush and just kind of dabbed it in because I didn't want wet concealer. I never like wet concealer for my lids, so I did blend it in. Now I'm taking my Fierce by Nature 3503 palette, and the first color I'm taking is Stamina. I'm going to take my JH30 brush and just apply that to the lid. Next, you will see me take the color, the OG, on the same palette, and I'm going to use the same brush, my JH30 brush, and just apply that above that brown, just to kind of blend it out some more. And then I tapped off the brush to give it a more seamless blend. That's my foundation mix. Yes, it's in a Shea Moisture container. That's ghetto. I don't care, but it's working for the moment. I just used my fingers to apply it, and then I took my JH03 brush to blend it all out for a more seamless look. I did add a little bit more because it wasn't quite as much as I needed. Now I'm going back into the palette with the color Trance, and that's my JH43 brush. And my JH43 brush, I think, and that will help with the brows. But now I'm taking my e.l.f. concealer, the hydrating camo concealer, just gonna apply that to the areas that you see. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit while I do bronzer, which is my Absolute New York Pro bronzer in the shade Dark. Took my JH02 brush and just kind of blended it out on the cheekbones and around the face. I did go back and do it again after I blended out my concealer, but this did give like a base for it. So for the concealer to be blended out, I used my JH05 brush and just kind of blended out the areas. So next you're going to start seeing me do my baking. So So I took the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana, and I took a green sponge that has like an angle on it, and just kind of applied that to those areas. I didn't let it sit for long because I've noticed that when I do let it sit longer, it gives like this white ash look to it. So I took that, and then I took my JH01 brush, and you'll see that in a couple seconds or so, and just kind of blended it out. I did put some on my eyebrows because I did want it a little bit lighter than what it was, and I just let that powder sit in the brows instead of brushing it away when I brushed the rest of the bake away. And then I did brush it off a little bit later towards the finishing of the makeup. So right there you'll see that JH01 brush, and that's me blending it out, or you know, kind of brushing it off a little bit. Now I'm taking that JH43 brush, and I'm just going to take the color Stamina again and go underneath the eye. And I just connected it to the top of the lid and blended it out with the JH30 brush. So going into the palette, I'm going to take that color Stun Wild, and I'm taking the JH30 brush, and I'm just going to apply that to the inner corner, or inner eye corner or whatever, and it gives like a shimmer. So this is the Nika K New York 24K Gold Gloss, and I did apply that. It is in the shade color Golds. It just has like little gold flakes in it. So I applied that to the lid, and it already comes with like a flat little bit kind of thing applicator. So I just used that instead of a brush or anything, and just apply that on both of the lids, up past, slightly over the cut crease, so that it could still show. Now I'm taking my blush, which is the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in the shade Glimmering Guava, and just applied that on the cheekbones. And then I also took my Milani blush in the shade Coral Cove that you'll see, and I took the JH04 brush and just kind of blended that out on the cheeks, and I also added a little bit to the nose. Oh my bad. Now for highlight, I took my Wet n Wild I Met Someone highlighter, and I'm going to use a fan brush and just apply to the cheekbones, right underneath the brow bones I should say. Now I'm taking my lip combo. So for this one, I took my Nika K Makeup Lip Pencil in the shade Coffee. I took my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Ginger Snap, and I took the Broadway Vitalip lip gloss in the shade, or in the flavor, whatever you want to say, Mango Butter. And I just applied them all in that order, just to add a little brown to the look. So I usually just use the Madeline, but I did want it a little bit darker, so I took the Ginger Snap one, just added a little bit over top. That's the gloss. So now I'm taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to set the face, and then that's it. So this is the final look. I think it's it. I think it's cute. Never done the bleach brows, never done the glossed lids and stuff. It's cute. And I like the lip. Only thing that I did different this time than my usual is I added brown butter gloss with the regular butter gloss that I use, my usual, and then I also added like a clear gloss. But this is cute. I like it. So y'all gotta let me know if y'all like it, if y'all hate it, or what. But thanks for watching the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also turn on my notifications. That way you can be notified for whenever I do upload more videos. And y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all. And